Balls. Oh, we're live.
Are we in? Are we in? And we're in. Okay, fuck's sake. Good God.
We live.
We're in. We're good. Let's get the Audacity on. Oh, God bless it. This was it's 1:25 right now.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Oh, can you tell I only woke up like an hour ago?
Yeah, I
Can you tell that I fell asleep at 3:30?
Same.
My dog woke me up at 5:30. And then he woke me up again at 9, and then he woke me up again at 11 and decided to whine for an hour straight.
Children.
With that being said, gentlemen, how would you like a new intro theme?
Let's get it. Let's see this.
Let's hear it now. This is some nostalgia for some people out there. Washington's #1 sports-related podcast. 34 weeks running. Is that correct? Yeah, we're on 35 right now. Holy shit. And of course, all 7 of you who've been listening to us since day one, you know that already. If you know that means you know me. Legendary Kelso varsity knowledge bowler, Mike Holm. With me as always is legendary Mark Morris running back, Brady Rukula. And legendary Mark Morris towel boy, Skylar Lovenfuss. We're here, and we're ready to predict NFL Week 9. We have crossed that midpoint barrier for the NFL. So we're going to be talking Week 9 games. We're also going to be repredicting NFL playoffs.
That's right.
All of it. All 7 seeds on either side. We're going to be talking breakers and busts again. We're going to be talking about predicting the end of the season awards, or at least some of them. Mainly MVP, OPOY, DPOY.
Mm-hmm.
And we might do a little smattering of Rookie of the Year talk if we have time.
Probably go over some of the recent trade transactions that occurred through that trade deadline.
Yes, sir. There wasn't very many.
There wasn't a whole lot.
There was some that kind of just got the gate kind of shut on them right at the last, right kind of in the 11th hour. But
not too much excitement there. But
no, I think honestly, if we're gonna touch on it, why not touch on it now?
Yeah, probably get it out of the way, huh?
I think the biggest moves that we saw was Seahawks trading for Carlos Dunlap. They traded BJ Finney?
Yeah,
and a 6th round pick for Carlos Dunlap, which not a bad deal.
Yeah.
That gives them a much needed oomph on the defense, especially a defense that's missing help in the secondary.
Right now, so
yeah, get another big time pass rusher. You take the guy from the Bengals, you put him on a squad like the Seahawks. Sometimes being put on a winning regime when you're losing so much can help reinvigorate you.
Oh, yeah.
Like Avery Williamson, who got traded from the Jets to the Steelers, goes from 0-8 or 0-7 to 8-0.
8-0 now.
0-8 to 7-0?
7-0.
There it is. So pretty cool there. Chargers traded Desmond King, cornerback Desmond King, slot corner.
Interesting.
I was conflicted about this. From what I heard, he was in Coach Lynn's kind of hot seat. Is kind of what I heard from
wonder
that.
What that's about.
Being kind of in the doghouse. Now, people were complaining about his punt returning as well, because we've got the rookie, the 7th rounder, KJ Hill. I went and looked up the stats. KJ Hill's averaging about 9 yards a punt return, but Desmond King, last year, he was averaging 2.6 yards, or I'm sorry, this year, 2.6 yards a punt return. Last year, 6.7 yards a punt return.
Okay.
And I believe he's muffed more punts for this team than anyone I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I mean, there's the argument there.
I'm not terribly conflicted by losing this guy, letting him go, that kind of thing. I'm conflicted that we didn't get as much for him as I feel he's
Seems
worth.
like he could have got a little more. But
that's what I thought. I mean, the guy is worth more than a 6th-round pick, but I think at that point it was like fire sale. Like, we got to get something for him. He was already raising a kind of a ruckus on Twitter about not getting enough play time.
And then the deadline just that close, you had to do something.
Got to deal him. I was kind of hoping, in my fantasy brain that we would deal him and maybe a 2nd-rounder or a 3rd-rounder for Stephon Gilmore. That's wishful thinking. A lot of
guys wanted him.
Another trade that almost happened was Will Fuller to the Packers, but here's the thing.
Oof, that would have been terrifying.
That was, there was talks about that all up until pretty much the deadline.
Fuller's in a contract year right now.
Yep.
And they wanted a 2nd-round pick for him. Romeo Crennel said, we know what our guys are worth. We're not going to sell off guys for peanuts. So it's a case where they wanted a 2nd-round pick for half a season's worth of games from a guy. It's just not it's not realistic.
It's not tangible there.
You would have a hard time paying that for a top-tier receiver like a Devontae Adams, knowing you're only going to get 8 games out of him, let alone a guy like Will Fuller, who's a B player on a team like that.
Yeah, and who knows? He could be better on a different team, but nah. I think.
And Rodgers, he seems to make do with the weapons being out.
That's what they really wanted this year. Green Bay. I remember Rodgers during the draft was kind of upset about Jordan Love getting drafted because he needed one more piece to kind of draw the coverage off of Devontae Adams.
We agree. Right there, this is
something.
compliment.
Who cares about the coverage on Devontae Adams?
Sorry,
he's 5 yards down the fucking field.
Let me rephrase that to compliment Devontae Adams.
And we've talked about it on the show before. Looking back, even recently, they could have had T. Higgins, who I mocked to them.
Yep.
They could have had, Michael Pittman. Who,
I don't think anybody saw the Jordan Love thing happening.
Denzel Mims. They could
except
have had
for this guy.
A few people, but yeah, it was an interesting deal. I think I forgot where I had Love mocked. I think I had him going to New England or something. New England or New Orleans.
I believe I had some. I think I said New England.
I think you guys had him 2nd round. I don't think you guys had him first.
No.
I think I had him late.
I might have had him first.
I had him late first. See, some people were having him going as early as 6 to the Dolphins, and I'm like, no way.
You're smoked.
I thought if he was going anywhere, he wasn't going anywhere where he was going to start. It was going to be a contender where he backs up. And I think this was prior to the Saints signing Jameis, because they signed Jameis really late. I think I had him going to New Orleans. But no, it was less a story about the trades that were made. It was more a story about the trades that just didn't quite happen.
They couldn't quite get a deal done.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about Gilmore going, and just nothing happened.
Nobody could
an uneventful
make that deal.
Yeah, didn't.
Yeah, it really was not very exciting.
I want to talk basketball real quick. The NBA.
Yes.
They have agreed to a 72-game season for 2021 or 2020-2021. It will start December 22nd, so we can expect the offseason to really kick off here soon.
Yeah.
Think about this, man. We're almost a month away from basketball.
If I look up NBA
Sweet. Hell
draft,
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is my keyboard unplugged now?
Oh my goodness. This guy.
It's not one thing, it's another.
Mike's getting a wake-up call at 11. He can't function on 1 hour of wake-up.
My computer can't. Okay. Hopefully that didn't disconnect something else, because apparently my USBs on this computer don't like to hold in very good. I don't know. It's stupid.
Did you get
stupid and dumb.
Never mind.
I got it at Office Depot, you smartass. Okay, here we go. You smartass.
I was going to ask if you got it from work, because none of those computers work for this shit.
No, but I'm contemplating. I have 2 keyboards here. That one Skylar gave me.
You don't want the one at our desk, man. That one's
no. What I'm
keys.
saying is I'm contemplating replacing this one with that one, and then just giving this one to work so we can have a keyboard that doesn't suck.
I like the one that works that I like is Eric's keyboard. They're like
that little silicone
they
bullshit
roll
one.
up and then they're fucking nice to the touch, man.
It's a
Is
silly.
yours one of those washable ones, though?
The silicone ones?
No, yours.
I don't
My
know.
keyboard on my computer is washable. You can take it home and throw it in the dishwasher.
No, I fucking highly doubt that.
Yeah,
the one I have is just a standard keyboard.
Wednesday, November 18th is the NBA draft. But now I want to know.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, we got a big one coming up. What day is that?
That's 2 weeks from yesterday. Or I'm sorry, 2 weeks from 2 days ago. That would be Wednesday.
That sucks.
Well, yeah, we're not going to take the day off for that.
Well, me and Mike literally can't now. We lost a comrade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're in limbo now until we get another person.
We could have gave her the shaft there, but no longer with us.
What did you say the day was?
November 18th, which is a Wednesday.
Yep.
Yep. So looking at NBA free agency, I want to know when that starts, though.
Like time?
I think it started.
I'm sure it'll start at
No. When will NBA free agency begin?
Can it be in the morning?
They're saying
December 1st.
December 1st?
Start of training camps.
As early as moving up the start of free agency as early as possible to accommodate players joining new teams to a December 1st start of training camps. So we could be looking at, man.
It'd have to be before the draft.
It's got to be very soon.
Yeah.
I mean, you would, right? Like,
would
you
have
would think
to be
so.
like in the next few weeks.
God, this is going to be such a. But like I said, this is going to move at a breakneck speed. Remember, we thought the NBA season was going to start on Christmas.
Now
they've moved it up 3 days.
I was listening to ESPN radio. I don't even know who I was listening to, but they made a good point. This year, with the salary cap in question, everything's in question because there's no real revenue coming into these teams.
Sure.
With no fans, we're going to see a lot of one-year deals.
Which could
in
make
free agency.
Which could make
because
this interesting.
The revenue affects the salary cap.
Right.
So nobody's going to want to sign a deal
when
the cap could go up in the next 2 years because the cap's going to be low this year.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, that could definitely stir some things up.
I mean, that could benefit a team.
Oh yeah, they could benefit a lot of teams.
Like P-Town, Rip City.
Mm-hmm.
I see Brady over there drinking a Rip City lager.
Rip City lager. These are tasty, very tasty. I recommend it.
So do we want to get into our playoff reseeding predictions?
Yes, let's get right into it.
All right. So how did we do this last time? Did we go?
We start from
AFC
7?
seed 1 and then kind of go all the way around?
Down, yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So let me pull up my handy dandy list here. Gotta come prepared. Sinking. Try again later. Eat my ass, dude. Sinking to what? Stupid phone.
Mike's having even problems with his phone. He just can't be around technology this morning or this afternoon.
We got it back. That's right.
Everything he touches dies.
That's right. I fucking had him. Anyway. So, AFC Seed 1. I have, and this is the only team that gets the bye in either conference. Mm-hmm. I have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
And I've got them finishing with a 13-3 record.
Okay. Mine's different. I have the Steelers.
Yeah,
it's great that they've been playing. Only undefeated team still.
As much as I hate the Steelers, I win. I'm saying Steelers too.
But yeah.
I just feel like the Steelers, they're going to catch a couple L's in the season, and I don't see them going perfect. Not that they haven't come close in the past, but I just, I mean, if I'm looking at the Steelers' schedule,
I see them winning.
They got left?
I see them winning
most of the games
14,
they have left.
Yeah.
They've won some close ones. If we're looking at the schedule, Cowboys, they'll win. Bengals, Jaguars. They got the Ravens again. I don't see them sweeping the Ravens, especially with as close as that one was. Although they did lose Ronnie Stanley, that's not going to help them.
Dude, I don't know, man.
It's going to come. It's going to come down to three of the aside from the Ravens game, Bills, Colts, Browns.
Mm-hmm. It could go either way.
Again, like three of those games are going to be interesting, and they haven't faced Joe Burrow yet.
Probably not the Browns, but
not that I think that the Bengals on paper could beat the Steelers, but Joe Burrow's got that comeback winner mindset. You got to give them some kind of some kind of a shot. I mean, any team on any given day has a chance.
I was a Joe Burrow Bengals believer at the beginning of this season, but I'm losing doubt.
But I will say the three games to look out for here for a potential loss: the rematch with the Ravens, the Bills, and then the Colts, which is where we're going to see two of the top four run defenses going head to head. It's going to be an old school air battle between two of the top quarterbacks of the 2004 draft, Rivers and Roethlisberger. It's going to be very interesting. Of course, we got to wait till after Christmas for that one, but. No, so you guys both have Steelers 1. Yeah. I've got Steelers at 2. I mean, this could be a case where it's because what are the Chiefs at right now? They've only lost one game, right?
Yeah, 7-1.
Yeah,
I think it's a case where the Chiefs could go maybe if not 13-3, both the Chiefs and the Steelers could be 14-2, and then it just comes down to like conference victories or something. So we'll see what happens there. I got the Steelers at 2, though. I mean, they're a strong team right now. They're under the radar. They're bumping Baltimore in that division, especially given some of the injuries, which I'll talk about here in a bit.
And that's where I got you opposite. I have the Chiefs at 2.
You guys got the Chiefs at 2. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Moving on to number 3, I've got the Bills here. I think the Bills finished with probably 11-5.
Yeah, I do too.
I agree.
I think we all come to a consensus there.
Yeah, I mean Josh Allen's playing some pretty decent football. He's had a few hiccups this season.
We see some hiccups there. We see some problems, some issues.
That style of play, I mean, you're gonna have that. The defense has come on pretty strong. Aside from seeing like Josh Norman get bodied by Derrick Henry.
Memes. I love the memes.
This is a strong team, and in a year where, for the first time since I believe 2008, the Patriots are not going to make the playoffs.
First time since 2000 that they started off 2 and
I think since 2000, since Belichick took over, this is only going to be like his 4th season not making the playoffs,
and it's on purpose.
It's on purpose, which we'll get to later. So we got the Bills here now. Number 4,
That's tough.
I thought long and hard about this. I just got to go based on the defense and based on some youth being injected into their quarterback. I have the Colts narrowly edging Tennessee.
I got Tennessee.
See, I got Tennessee.
Okay. All right.
I don't know, man. I like Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I like Tannehill managing games.
They are definitely a second half of the season team as well, which is something to think about.
Showing.
But I will say they're having issues on that defense. But
they just added who did they just add to their roster?
Desmond King.
Yeah,
which fine, but I'm talking about their pass rush. They had to release. They just released Vic Beasley.
Yep.
Who no-showed their team for a whole week, which is very unprofessional. This was one of their big free agent signings. Obviously, Vic Beasley, more of a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, he was.
His rookie season, he had double-digit sacks, and I believe anyway, and then he fell off hard after that. Dan Quinn was supposed to work with him in the offseason, and he jumped ship to Tennessee. But that guy has no sense of urgency, and actually, him and Clowney. They're, I believe, one of the lowest graded pass rush tandems in the NFL right now. They have combined for 0 sacks on the season so far.
Glad we didn't sign that guy.
It puts the Clowney signing into perspective. And I've been saying, I mean, Clowney's been fighting so much injuries since he got there. There was no way he could ever live up to his pre-draft hype. I remember him being called the greatest defensive prospect of 25 years and blah, blah, blah.
And he
was. I mean, on paper, you look at the raw stats of his college days,
But if you can't stay healthy...
It doesn't mean a damn thing.
It happens to the best of players.
It happens all the time.
It's just what it is. So I'm looking at their defensive struggles. I mean, Vrabel is a defensive-minded coach. If they can put it together and rally the troops, then they could certainly have that 4 seed. But the Colts... That offense, these young receivers, this young running back tandem, you got Nyheim Hines, who's kind of a hybrid. You've got Jonathan Taylor. Jordan Wilkins stepped in when Taylor was struggling and had a big game last week. And Phillip Rivers is, he has his games where it's like, oh, that's Phillip Rivers out there. But he's turning the Jets on a little bit, and he has his 300-yard, 3-touchdown classics here too.
He's finding his place there in Indy.
He is, and I think he's got the change of scenery, the shot of youth. It's really helping him out a little bit. They're gonna have a good year.
Yep.
Moving on, so we've got seed 5. I've got the Ravens.
I do too.
I think, and here's the thing: Ravens, they're not going to take the division out from under the Steelers right now. You consider they're a couple game dogs right now to them. I think they've lost twice now. Correct?
Yes. The Steelers and then to the Chiefs.
To the Chiefs and the Steelers. So that's 2 good teams, 2 great teams that have bodied them. And I wouldn't say the Steelers bodied them.
The Chiefs definitely did,
but the Chiefs did for sure.
The Steelers, that was a nail biter. It came down to one play.
But I feel like some of the Steelers' wins have come down to it. This is why I have them at 2 because I see them dropping some games later in the season. It's like the Philly was a shootout, back and forth, most of that game. The thing with the Ravens, they are under the radar also because they've lost some key pieces. In the offseason, we talked about it, they lost Marshall Yanda on the offensive line.
Yep.
That's a huge hole. And
just
then
recently this last game,
Ronnie Stanley, their best tackle, signs a big fat $100+ million
it was like
contract.
a $99 million plus incentives?
It was 78 million guaranteed and 122 million total.
Okay, that's what it was.
And
bigger than I thought.
He just went down. He'll be gone for the whole season. With those holes on the line, you're gonna need to see more of what Lamar can do.
You're gonna need some more swag out of Lamar.
But it's not just what he can do with his arm; it's what he can do under pressure. Because your running game has. I mean, J.K. Dobbins had a pretty nice little breakout game.
And you got Mark Ingram. He's been battling injury. So you got Gus Edwards though too. They got that tandem there.
You never know what they're gonna do there. I will say J.K. Dobbins had a good breakout. It's gonna make them comfortable when
they're gonna have to start running the ball more.
Right. Well, that and Lamar,
well, because Lamar's not finding just like Skyler's been saying. He hasn't been terrible throwing, but
he hasn't impressed me much.
I'm losing more confidence in
Lamar needs to step up with his leadership and show what he can do under pressure. And the thing is, last year I feel like with as elite as that O-line was, with nary a hole to be found, Lamar could just go on autopilot because he had all the time in the world to just carve teams up with a big knife, and he doesn't quite have it this year.
They figured it out. He's got to be.
So in order for him to, I mean, he's a former MVP. In order for him to continue being looked at as a top tier threat, he has to adapt.
Oh yeah,
he can't be a one trick pony.
So this is, but and if he can though. This is what could separate him from the Vicks and the Cunninghams and even the RG3s of years past.
Yeah, if you can do that,
but
you have to make
around it.
Yeah, you have to make that work. I don't know.
You got to be more Russell Wilson. And you need to hone your arm instead of relying on your legs.
There's got to be more dynamic.
Yeah. So moving on, you guys had Ravens for 5, correct?
Yes.
6, I'm pretty sure I know who you guys have here, but I've got the Titans.
Right. You
guys have the Colts. Okay, perfect. Like I said here, we've already explained it. I just think that they have the defensive woes right now, but they're still a good team with that offense. We've already talked about it. Moving on, 7, this is where it's going to get fun.
Yeah.
It's.
I thought long and hard about this because there's a few teams that should be here. Right now, on paper, there's 3 teams in my head that are going to be just gunning it out for this thing. And against every fiber of my being, with every fiber of my being telling me don't do it, don't do it.
I know where you're going with this one.
I have the Raiders at 7.
See,
I just think they're a weird team. They have you got to look at it like this. Josh Jacobs is one of the best young running backs in football. Their receiving core has a lot of potential, and Derek Carr has actually been playing his best football since that year he injured his hand.
Where they were going on the run where they could have gone.
He's playing conservatively. He's not being looked at as a joke. No, he's not throwing games away for this team. And their defense is what's iffy to me. And
it's hit or miss, man.
It's hit or miss, but there's players on that defense that I like. Guys like Jonathan. I can't stop talking about it. Jonathan Abrams, great. Yeah. Damon Arnett has had some moments this year, the rookie, and also what's his name? Cleveland Farrell, last year's pass rushing DN. They've got pieces. They need a few more to really be considered a top team to take on a division. But I think the Raiders are one of those teams that if they catch you sleeping, like they did with the Chiefs, I'm sure, like they did with the Saints earlier in the season, they'll burn you for a lot. And Gruden's a very aggressive coach, maybe too aggressive in the sense that he doesn't seem to care too much about COVID.
Yeah, draft pick gone.
They've lost a 6th round pick, and they've been fined as a team $500,000, and Gruden himself has been fined $150,000, which I believe is his second COVID-related fine.
Yes.
I thought he got fined for not wearing masks.
There was masks in the facility. Pick.
Regardless of that, if we're looking at this season, I think that I've got the Raiders narrowly edging out the other 2 teams that I would have fighting with them.
You guys know me, and I'm all about them Browns this year, man.
I figured
I'm all
you'd
about
say
them
that.
Browns.
Yeah.
So, yes, they lost OBJ for the remainder of the season. Pretty sad stuff. Probably his last year there, in my opinion. But I don't think they really need him.
Is Chubb going to be out for the whole year?
No, he's going to be back. I want to say week 11 maybe.
Because if he comes back and can really turn it on, that could be the difference maker.
And you got Kareem Hunt there holding it down. He's doing his thing, and he's doing great.
I was gonna say, I think the Browns,
but Chubb is coming back in the next few weeks.
The Browns on paper, if you look at rosters, especially defensive wise, they're the safer pick here. Mm-hmm. But it comes down to maturity on the end of Baker Mayfield. Yep. How long can he hold out in the season, especially without the top guy?
You know he's starting to make some improvements. I've been seeing. I'm getting a little more confident in this guy. Yeah. He's not doing anything crazy by any means, but
his performance last week was actually pretty remarkable.
It was.
I mean,
and
that shows some growth.
Yes, exactly, that growth, and that's what I've been seeing. If he could continue on that path and the maturity and all that, and I don't see why they can't make it in there. It's just barely squeak in there.
I will say the Browns were one of my 3 teams I was kind of agonizing over. Mm-hmm. Who you got, Skylar?
Well, I've got Miami.
And that's the other one. This is so great.
Yeah, okay. This is cool.
I knew when you guys said Raiders-Browns that Miami was on your list.
Yeah, Miami was certainly on my list.
They've looked real good. Mm-hmm. I mean, but they've looked not so good. Uh-huh.
I will say though
that defense though is
for real.
They're for real, and they're on the up and up. This is.
I mean, they dismantled the Rams last week.
I think they found their coach, and we've been saying this since last year when Brian Flores took an 0-7 team and took them to 5-11, right?
Yeah.
They found their coach. He's turning it on. We need to know what we have in Tua. Obviously, we're still
I still don't know yet.
After his performance last week, where he didn't exactly light it up, we're still kind of questioning.
But we didn't see a lot of it. I mean,
he didn't have to, and that's what Mike's getting at. We need to see more.
They handed that win. They handed him his first win in super easy fashion.
So yeah, like what Mike was saying, we need to see more of Tua.
We got to see more of Tua. We can't really put a judgment on him quite yet. Mm-hmm. But this is going to be a test now. Arizona, now mind you, they don't have Chandler Jones, but that defense has been managing just fine. Mm-hmm. Buda Baker's a beast.
Yes.
It's going to be... And Isaiah Simmons is kind of coming up and showing out. And you've got one of the top corners. Nobody's really talking about him anymore. I know. But Patrick Peterson remains one of the top corners in the NFL.
He's getting up there in age too, isn't he? Isn't he like...
he's been around since 2011.
He's like 30-something now,
yeah. I think he'd just be 30 or 29, yeah.
And he's still got
I think he just turned 30 this year. Because we talked about the idea of him maybe getting traded before the season. So here's the thing. This will be a test for... young Tua. Obviously, Aaron Donald is a test as well, but for some reason, I think the Rams really slept on Miami, and they really shouldn't have.
They did, man. They didn't do their homework.
But of course, they can't. Not that Tua burned them like Herbert, was against the Chiefs and shit. Where it was a case where like the Chiefs couldn't game plan for him, that kind of thing.
It wasn't that. It wasn't even
like
on the
that.
offense.
It was that defense and special teams that tore it up. I don't expect an exact carbon copy repeat. I don't expect an exact carbon copy repeat performance against Arizona. Kyler Murray being the dual threat, that's gonna be a test for that defense.
I'm actually really excited for this game. I'm really stoked on this one.
They pinned their ears back and went after Goff last week, and
it was interesting.
They put the pressure.
They've shown like Goff's a better quarterback when he can get out of the pocket.
But
I was so impressed with the way that they closed. They just closed that off to him.
Didn't give him much options. Yeah.
If the defense can't come up against Kyler and it gets put into his hands, this will be the test. If we can see what he can do against this defense, and really in terms of establishing a connection with his receivers, and we know that if he falters in any way, Fitzpatrick is there, and Fitzpatrick's playing his best football. This has been his best season ever, I would say.
You can feel so confident and so great if you're Miami that you have 2 options at quarterback where, first of all, we don't know how Tua is going to do yet. But
and that's what I want to know.
Saying this, like, you could be comfortable, like, you got two great quarterbacks that can take this team to a victory. It's a great feeling, I'm sure.
Where's your cutoff on Tua?
Where's my cutoff?
No, where's the coach's cutoff? Okay, he plays bad the first half. We still got to win a record and shot at this thing.
Yeah,
Do we put Fitz back in? Or do we ride or die with Tua, have another losing season?
Yeah, that's it. Well, now that you're edging in on maybe possibly squeaking into that playoff spot, I don't.
With that extra playoff spot, I think it changes the way you got to think about it.
But I think here's the thing. I think a threat of a benching can help a rookie in some cases. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it breaks their confidence, but I think you can break.
That's how you separate.
You can break a young quarterback's confidence more by just not giving them weapons and an O-line and fucking them up. Oh, yeah. See Sam Darnold.
Yep, right there.
I mean,
but if you bench a guy, I go back to Drew Brees. I read Drew Brees' book. Mm-hmm. When he was on the Chargers, he made a mistake, and Marty Schottenheimer would be like, "Hey, you're out. Yeah. Doug's in." You know, and it was just that. And Doug will make a mistake, you're out. You know, Drew's in, and they just keep doing that.
It lights a fire in their belly if they got that mindset, which is what you want to have a quarterback with that mindset.
That's exactly right. If you have a fighter's mindset and you get benched for doing something stupid, it's every fiber of your being to not want to punch yourself out.
Same shit happened to me, man. When I played ball, I'd fumble or cough the ball up, and then they bench me, put somebody else in. That instantly, if you have that mindset, like. Okay, no, this guy ain't taking my job. That's my spot.
Exactly.
I have a feeling if we see Fitz again this year, he's coming out like a man possessed.
I will say, and here's the thing. With as well as Fitz has played, it should be no question that if Tua falters in any way, Fitz will see the field again. It's just because here's the thing.
Maybe that's all part of the plan.
I mean, what? The Jets made the playoffs with Fitz back in, I believe, 2016, if I recall. Either that, they made it, or they just missed it, if I remember right. That was a decent.
I think they just missed.
That was a decent competitive season for him, and then he had the 2 games in Tampa when Jameis was suspended, where Fitzmagic was born, and he came out with the aviators and shit, and looking like Conor McGregor, and everybody thought
like McGregor with the beard,
and everybody was like, "Holy shit!" And then he became a meme.
Got the chest hairs popping out of the collared shirt.
But and then he played like shit after that, and people were like, "Wow, is this a quarterback controversy? Holy shit!" And then he played like shit. This is different in the sense that we're through. I mean, he played 7 games, right? And he was relatively consistent through each. We watched him dice up.
Not only just consistent, but better.
Well, yeah,
better every week.
For a 37-year-old, this is great. We watched him dice up Jacksonville. You know, and this is a case where. Some of these older guys, you remember when Favre had that run in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, and what Rivers is kind of having that year right now with the Colts, which is kind of what I predicted. You get a guy, and you get that who's older, he's up there in age, change of scenery, a shot of youth, and that, you know, it's almost like a little miniature fountain of youth for some of these guys. It's interesting to see.
Well, that's the thing about Fitz, though. He's never really had that quarterback competition. He's always been the guy and the guy. You know that backup's going to come in and just be 20 times worse than you. Now he's got a guy behind him or in front of him.
But for what reason? I still can't come to a conclusion on that. I still don't understand it.
Baffled. He started 2 minutes of one game because Fitzpatrick blew out the other team, and then
that doesn't make any sense to me.
I will say
it's wrong.
Watching Tua is going to be interesting and important because I was listening, as I do, to Colin Cowherd, and he was talking.
And from what I heard, it's all love there still with Fitzpatrick.
It is. No, it is.
It's all love. There's no turmoil. But if I am Fitzmagic, I'm pissed.
Hear me out on this.
A little chip.
Watching him is
angry.
Watching him is going to be interesting though, because Cowherd brought up something that I didn't think about. Most of the best successful quarterbacks in today's NFL and the NFL of the past are big guys. They're taller. They're over 6'2", at least. The few exceptions are, you know,
Russell
Vic,
Wilson,
Russ, Fran Tarkenton, Kyler Murray right now.
Drew Brees.
Yep. Now, 4 out of 5 of those guys and a few others have to be mobile and get out of the pocket and rely on their legs. The only guy shorter than 6'2" that has been a real success without having to rely on scrambling is Drew Brees.
Yeah,
true.
That's one. You look at Tua, I believe Tua's 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, he's not very tall either.
He's not very athletic either. He doesn't run very well.
He can, but
he doesn't.
It's rare and he doesn't need to.
He just doesn't. So it's going to be a case where he's stacked because he made a point. He goes, you know, people were dogging on Herbert, and he goes, well,
why?
He goes, I don't know how I didn't see it. He goes, he goes, I dogged on Herbert. He goes, Herbert's 6'6".
Right.
He can run.
Yeah.
He is a 4.0 graduate student. He's smart. Like this shit I didn't even think about.
I mean, if you look at him,
you can go back to our mock draft video. I was kind of like, all right, not what I wanted, but okay. When he got drafted,
I mean, if you're just looking at him, just judging, just based on looking at him, you're like, okay, who's this guy?
All that
Right.
Mike was just okay with it. Now he's looking at Herbert.
He's my guy.
Yep.
He's my wallpaper on my phone.
He was, bro. I seen him in Oregon. I went down to a game in Oregon.
He's both my wallpapers on my phone, my lock screen and my home screen.
And he looked fantastic.
Yeah. But here's the thing. So this is why watching Tua is going to be important, though.
He's a real quarterback out of Oregon.
Does he break the mold? Does he become? Because I mean, like Coward said, you're talking about one guy in a sea of players. That's like asking a plane to land on a quarter. Like, does he break the mold and join Breeze as a below average height quarterback, below average athleticism quarterback who can just throw and play at an elite level? That's going to be the interesting thing here moving forward with him. I'm eager to see it. I want to see the guy succeed. Obviously, I wanted my team to draft him, you know, so I want to see what this guy has. And I'd like to see him break the mold of Alabama quarterbacks sucking or being underwhelming.
Yeah.
AJ McCarron, anybody, you know?
Oh, God.
So moving forward, we got to get to NFC now. Yeah. NFC, seed 1.
Well, did you want to go further on the... Did we just want to seed them, or did we want to go divisional? Did we want to go Super Bowl prediction?
I think seeding them is probably...
We got to seed them, and then we'll talk our Super Bowl again.
Okay.
So, seed 1, I think we're going to be unanimous here. Seahawks.
This is what I've said since my first prediction, and I'm sticking with it.
Halfway through the season now, I am officially drinking your blue and green fucking Sharkleberry Finn Kool-Aid.
It's crazy because I don't know that I'm drinking it yet.
Soak it in. What do you mean? What else do you want to see? What else do you want to see?
Green Bay scares me.
Their defense.
And guess what? When their
defense is worse than ours, man.
When your defense is healthier too, you guys will be even more on fire.
And it is now. And
I went back and forth, but I'm gonna go Hawks. But I mean, Tampa's sitting right there, one game behind us.
Oh yeah, Tampa's definitely.
I mean,
they're not playing like they're going for it.
This is gonna be tight. No. So we all said Seahawks. Number 2, I've got Tampa.
That's Tampa, exactly, right behind.
So we're all at Tampa. We all agree, and it's just going to be a case of. I mean, that could easily be flip flop depending on a loss here, a win there.
Oh yeah,
that's the way I see it right now.
So we got a big one this week.
Packers at 3 for me.
Same here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all in agreement. Packers are at 3. This is a tough squad. They need some help on defense. Now 4, I said Eagles, and in parentheses I said I guess.
I have Eagles there too.
They have to be there.
You gotta shoe them.
I mean, no, the football team is ready to mount a comeback, guys.
They're only one game behind them.
That's exactly right.
The whole division's within.
Dwayne Haskins is gonna be the hero of the second half of the season. You mark my fucking word.
New York Football Giants.
I fucking love, dude. I want the Dwayne Haskins redemption arc so fucking bad. You have no idea. 5. Very, very, very similar to the Ravens here. I have the Saints.
And so do I.
Banged up with injuries, especially their lead receiver. They're underwhelming. They're getting caught by teams that maybe they shouldn't have gotten caught by.
But you're seeing the return of Michael Thomas is probably this week.
Yeah,
from what I'm seeing, I don't know how much that should help them a little bit.
I've got the cards.
But they have more problems than just that.
You got the cards at 5.
Okay.
At 5. Okay. That's
not bad.
That makes sense, man. They're a better team than I think we thought before the season. I think you're the only one that had them for playoffs, and you had them at 7. So you've actually got them going higher than you did the first time, which is cool.
Yeah.
I have the cards at 6.
So do I.
Yeah, I've got the cards at 6.
I've got the Saints at 6.
Yeah,
Saints
makes sense.
So it comes down to 7, and this is where it gets fun, but it's not as fun as I think people are. Ooh, there's a team I forgot, but you know what? Fuck it. I know what I'm doing here. Do I though?
I don't know. It's all just a guess right now, anyway, dude.
So I'm pretty sure we all had the Niners in the playoffs at the beginning.
We did, and that's not happening.
But there's a team I forgot about, and now I'm on the fence of whether or not they're my 7.
Who's that team?
Well, let's figure out who he picks.
Because I mean, I see 2 that are running for it right now.
Didn't they play last week?
Spit it out. Spit it out.
I'm changing my answer.
Okay.
Based on the fact that these two teams have played. My number 7 seed is the Rams.
So same here. That's what I got. I got the Rams. Who did you have? Who did you have in
real
there, Mike? I'm curious.
I had the Bears because I forgot that the Rams exist.
Yeah, no. I mean, it could happen still. It could still happen.
It's between the Bears and the Rams, but I think the Rams make it. I think the NFC West is.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
I mean,
and you think about it.
The beginning of the year, I had all 4 NFC West teams in. Now the Niners.
Mm-hmm. The Niners aren't even.
Unfortunately, have been just plagued by.
It's. You can't blame it on the organization or anything. It's injuries. It's 100% injuries.
They're just plagued by the injury bug this year.
Well, because you got to think about it. If they're not plagued by injuries,
as much as I would love to be like, fuck the Niners.
Here's the thing,
you guys
though.
suck. You guys don't suck.
They're sitting
injuries,
at
man.
what 4-5?
Yeah.
They should be worse than that with the guys that they lost.
Yeah, starting Mullins and Beathard.
Mullins and Beathard most of the year,
and then you got Mostert out.
Mostert's out. Bosa and Thomas are gone.
Yeah,
this team should be worse than it is.
I mean, I would be surprised if they ended up jumping to take the 7.
That won't happen. There's no way. But I mean, I wouldn't even.
No,
I wouldn't even.
I don't think think
about that.
They can't jump the Rams in that division. I don't think. Not with the. I mean, as much as I will proclaim it here now because I don't think I've proclaimed it here before. Jared Goff is a 1-year wonder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's never going to play as good as he did in 2018 again. I'm not sold.
Oh yeah, he's done.
I'm not sold. This guy has weapons all across the fucking board.
Yeah, I don't like him.
You've got a trio of running backs that you can mess around with. You've got Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. You've got an all-star defense led by the greatest player in football right now, and you can't.
No, he's exposed.
You can't just hold it the fuck down.
If you can hold him in the pocket and get pressure on him,
he's
it's
average.
over.
Give me Derek Carr over Jared Goff any fucking day of the week.
I think we've said that. I think the very first podcast we brought that exact.
I don't think anybody here.
Well, now it's no question.
Yeah.
Give me Derek Carr over Jared Goff. Matter of fact,
I've never been sold on Goff. Jared Goff I've never been sold on the guy. Never thought he was that great. Average, yeah.
Let's play the game here. Kyler Murray or Jared Goff.
What? Murray?
Kyler.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan.
I'll take Ryan.
I'll take Ryan as well. Lamar Jackson.
Dirt.
Yeah, I'll take Lamar
Jackson.
because he's got the X factor, the athleticism. Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen.
He's got a cannon.
Teddy Bridgewater, most underrated quarterback.
I will take Bridgewater.
He's
all
the
day.
most underrated quarterback in the NFL.
Yep.
Go ahead. Nick Foles.
I'm
hit or miss.
I have to take
It is
Goff.
hit or miss.
Give me Goff on that. Burrow,
It depends what Foles. Are we talking about Foles right now?
We're talking about Foles right now.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of weapons does frickin' Foles even have?
Allen Robinson.
That's it.
No,
What else?
no, the other guy. There's a second receiver
It's
there.
not much better. I'm saying if you put Foles on the Rams,
Jimmy Graham is having his best year in a while.
I'll take Foles.
You're taking Foles.
Oh,
on
I
that?
would take Foles.
I'm taking Goff on that.
We're talking
can't.
strictly QB. Strictly QB. I'm taking Foles.
Okay. Burrow. I take Burrow.
Burrow.
Yeah. Mayfield. I'll take Baker over
I
Goff.
will take Baker.
Yeah. Yeah. The ceiling.
Yeah.
Ben DiNucci.
Okay.
Ooh, you got me, Dallas.
Okay.
Ooh, you got me. I guess I'm taking
Yeah,
Goff.
twist my arm. Goff.
Goff or Dak? I have to take Dak. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll take Goff over Drew Lock.
No, I'll take Drew Lock. I would take Drew Lock.
I'd take Goff over Drew Lock right now. Yeah.
No.
Goff or Stafford?
Stafford. I like Stafford.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
He's really not bad.
He's not bad, but it's just that team's so
exactly.
shitty.
Yeah, you guys got to remember how many weapons Goff has to play with, and some of the other quarterbacks don't.
Rodgers, that's no question. You take Rodgers. Watson, you got to take Deshaun.
Mm-hmm.
Rivers right now over
I'll take
Goff.
Old Man River.
I'll take old. You know I will. Gardner Minshew.
I'll take Minshew.
I mean, I'd probably go Goff.
I have to go Goff on that.
I'd go
Mahomes, yeah, I'm gonna take Goff over Mahomes. I'm sure that's been a debate years ago.
I don't know.
Carr right now. I'll take Carr. Herbert, I'll take Herbert.
Take Herbie.
Tua, we don't know yet.
I'd still take him.
Kirk Cousins, who's having a pretty down year.
Yeah, he's not having that great of a
I'll
year.
take Goff
I'd
over
probably
Kirk.
take Goff
Take
over
Goff.
Cousins.
Cam.
Yeah, I'll take Cam. He's gonna bounce back.
Yeah, he needs more weapons, man.
I mean, I don't know though. Actually,
I take Cam.
no. I'm taking Goff.
Come on.
I'm taking Goff.
You know, I'm
taking
Cam.
Goff.
I'm gonna say that's a push for me. I don't know. Breeze right now.
Ooh.
I take Goff.
Yeah.
I'm taking Breeze over Goff any day, man.
I'll take Goff over Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold. No questions asked. Carson Wentz right now.
They're almost the same guy.
They're almost the same
No,
guy.
take Goff.
I'm taking Goff.
No, you know what? Carson Wentz pisses me off, and I don't even care about the Eagles. It's just the way he just like sets himself up for just the dangerous plays, like unnecessary throws.
I got to talk to you about something that I talked to Adam about. We know that they drafted Jalen Reagor this year. They needed a receiver. Wentz needs weapons, right? Reagor's been hurt all year, most of the year. Obviously, Justin Jefferson, who I had mocked to the Eagles, goes a pick later to Minnesota. He's lighting it up. He's filling the Stephon Diggs void like nothing else.
Philly has one receiver, dude.
Imagine if Philly had taken Justin Jefferson right now. And Travis Fulgham still emerged.
I tell you what, they'd be a lot better in their division than they are right now.
That's exactly right. That's where I have a hard time deciding who I want to go with there. Because Goff's got two great Pro Bowl receivers right now.
And I don't know if it's because of what Wentz has to work with, but he makes some of the most asinine decisions I've ever seen. He has the most turnovers as a quarterback since he's entered the league. You don't want that guy.
Yeah, I guess right now, give me Goff, but I hesitate.
He'll lose you games before he wins you games.
I'll take Roethlisberger over him for sure.
Give me Big Ben.
I'll take Goff over Mullins.
Yeah.
Russ, you got to take over Goff. Brady, you got to take over Goff. At this point, I'm taking Tannehill over Goff too.
Yeah, man.
And I'll take Goff over Kyle Allen. I hesitantly take him over Dwayne Haskins as well.
Well,
as much as I hate,
guy's a third stringer.
As much as I hate to say it, because I really do think the guy's got something special in there. But yeah, that was a fun little game. Are we ready to move on to breakers and busts?
No.
Super Bowl predictions.
We didn't do divisional or Super Bowl.
You're right.
Whatever you guys want to do.
We just got to do Super Bowl.
Okay. Super Bowl predictions. Do you guys remember years from when we started this?
Yep, I had Chiefs over Saints.
Okay.
I'm sure I had Hawks and Chiefs, and I had Chiefs over Hawks.
Yeah, I think I had Ravens over Hawks, or I had Hawks winning over Ravens.
Yeah, you definitely had Hawks winning the Super Bowl.
So what do you got, Mike?
I have the Chiefs, and I have them beating the Buccaneers.
Okay. Well, I also have the Chiefs, but I have the Seahawks taking them down in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I've got the Steelers and the Hawks.
I would love that matchup. I would love that matchup.
I wouldn't.
The rematch.
The only thing I wouldn't like.
Rematch.
The only thing I wouldn't like about it is the week leading up, or the 2 weeks, and listening to Skyler.
Why not listen to that? Because then it would be even sweeter
Because
once the Steelers get their ass
already
kicked.
tired of him going 7-0, 7-0.
Come on, man. That's his team, dude. That's his team.
Yeah.
And
I like that. I really hope that happens.
Nick, I'm going to make a bold prediction.
Okay.
Steelers, Hawks, double overtime Hawks.
In the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Nope. That's fucking asinine. Go put that on Vegas, dude. You can quit your fucking job. There ain't no way that's happening.
Yeah, you can quit your fucking day job.
My night job.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
For the record, AFC Championship, I've got the Chiefs beating the
Steelers?
Bills.
What?
I got the Steelers beating the Chiefs.
I have Chiefs beating the Steelers.
I think the Steelers will get upset along the road, but I got the Chiefs beating the Bills. And then in the NFC Championship, I got the Bucks just edging the Seahawks in overtime. Because I can't doubt Tom Brady in the postseason. I can't do it. I've been beaten. See, you guys be new to this in the playoffs because you're NFC. As an AFC guy, I've watched my team get their asses beat by Tom Brady.
I've watched it
as a child too many times. So you guys got to feel the pain a little bit.
That was a different organization.
I'm calling double redemption for the Hawks.
Yeah,
they're gonna beat Brady in the NFC Championship, and they're gonna beat Roethlisberger in the Super Bowl.
When you got an MVP right now, well, we'll get into that. But
you know what pissed me off? You remember that year that the Chargers?
Nope.
A couple years ago, we went 8-0 on the road. We were 12-4. We had the perfect redemption season lined up. I shit you not. The 4 games we lost in the season was Denver. Hear me out. Denver, Baltimore, New England, and the Rams. We beat Denver the second meeting that year. Or no, it wasn't Denver. It was the Chiefs. We beat the Chiefs the second meeting that year. We beat Baltimore in the opening round of the playoffs. We were facing New England in the divisional round where we would have hopefully beaten them. Then it would have... No, because here's the thing. If we'd beaten them, we would have redeemed the loss in the season. Then you go to the Chiefs. If we were to beat them, go to the Super Bowl and beat the Rams, we would have avenged every loss we had in the regular season. It would have been kind of a... technically like a perfect season, but not really.
I know what you're saying.
It would have just been like, hey, nobody dogged us because we got you. But
I'm hearing a lot of would have been though.
That's the story of my franchise, you ass.
I played. No, that would have been actually really cool, and that would have technically. I would have called it a perfect season if it was my team.
Right. Well, because like every time, when the Seahawks won. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you guys dropped a trap game to the Rams that year, and then the Rams were because there was one year the Rams
we didn't drop a trap game.
There was a year though where I don't know if it was like.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna. Pull
I know the game we lost, and we did lose to the Rams.
Yeah,
and it was on that fucking punt. You remember that fucking punt?
That's what it was.
Where they all faked one way, and the other guy's just standing there. And he's like, boop, boop.
All right,
fucking clown shit.
You're gonna blow my speaker.
Lost to the Colts.
You guys lost to the Colts. That was Andrew Luck's Colts.
We lost to Kaepernick and the Niners.
And then Arians Cardinals. So actually, that's not too bad. Was it the year after you guys dropped one to the Rams? Because I remember
I still remember this, and it was.
I remember the Rams fucking. Seriously?
Or it came very close.
There's no list of games for you guys. Oh, there it is. Hold on, we're coming up. Yeah, Rams 26-28. But if I remember right, the 2014 Rams season was hilarious because they beat you guys and the Patriots that year.
Yeah, where they were thinking they were on the run.
They beat the Seahawks, the Chargers, Chiefs. No, there was one year, maybe 2015. They beat the Seattle and New England and another big bad powerhouse team, and everybody was like,
"Yeah, this is it." I remember that year because I was like, "Oh, the Rams are they're legit."
Arizona, they beat San Francisco. Oh, that San Francisco wasn't good that year.
Yeah, but it was still all the buzz around that team, and it was just like,
was it 6?
They beat us both games that year though in 15.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it was the last year of Fisher. I mean, there was one year. I swear to God, they beat New England one year. I guess not. I'm fucking stupid. No, they lost to New England because I was saying if they beat you guys and New England, whatever. It was stupid. That was pointless. I'm so sorry that I derailed the show for that stupid shit.
Debunked.
Debunked is right. My brain's stupid. Okay.
All these conspiracy theorists, man.
It's time for breakers. Whoa, that's not fucking how loud it needs to be.
That's not nearly loud enough, Mike.
And bus. All right. Boys, I am happy to kick us off. Thank you for asking. My breaker this week, even though his team is hot doo-doo right now, he has a favorable matchup against a team that has been getting routinely carved up by passers. My breaker this week is Deshaun Watson.
Okay. I like it. I like it a lot.
And he's taking on Jacksonville.
I'll go with a quarterback as well. And it's going to be Cam Newton for redemption game against the Jets. And
yeah, but how is that a redemption game if they're going to lose on purpose?
See, and this is, I say Mike's not going to like this one because he's got some kind of sick theory that he thinks is going to work out.
It's only sick until it happens.
No, Cam Newton, he's going to fucking put the team on his back this week. Shouldn't be that hard of a game to win anyway. But, yeah Cam Newton's he's going to ball out.
So I had a pretty good. I had one, and now they just switched Drew Brees to healthy. So now I kind of got to.
I already told you, bro. You're gonna be fine.
He was still questionable. I had a Jameis Winston.
He was only questionable because he was just kind of just relaxing his arm for the day, man.
So who you got?
Come on, man.
That wouldn't really be a breaker. Even though he's going up against Cowboys.
Can you see that? Can you hear that, guys? He's doing his homework on the show.
It's like
I had my
showing
homework
up to
done.
class 5 minutes before.
He's doing his homework on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just like showing up to class.
You know what?
Doing your homework.
No, it doesn't count.
5 minutes before the bell.
It's like doing.
It
It's like doing your homework and writing all the right answers as the teacher showing them on the overhead projector.
How do you think I got through school?
And then that one fucking nerd who didn't mind his own business turns and rats you out in front of the entire class, even though you got him a gift for his birthday you didn't go to. Yeah. Fuck you, Isaiah. Fuck you.
Fucking valedictorian prick.
Yeah, you and your underbite can go jump off a bridge. You Mormon.
Still some bad blood there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Listen. I'm gonna go Daniel Jones.
Okay, that a breaker.
Okay. Oh, against the football team,
yeah,
right?
Against Washington.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, just expect a couple fumbles and then two
Fumbleina.
Fumbleina.
Well, I could have gone James Conner, but that's not really a breaker because he's had a pretty good year.
I think you could go the fuck off.
Yeah, but a breaker is like a game that in particular will be better than most.
Okay.
I think James Conner go the fuck off.
James
this week.
Conner against the Cowboys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
go
think
for
he
it.
eats.
I'll have 2 this week. I'll go James Conner.
Yeah, there you go.
Jones.
You can double down.
Extra credit. There you go.
Yeah.
My bust this week, despite having the breakout game last week, he's playing a tremendously better rush defense. My bust this week is J.K. Dobbins.
I like it. Which this is kind of cool because opposing teams, same team, different player. For my bust is going to be Hollywood Brown. I think he's going up a legit defense, Colts defense, which I love right now. And I don't think you can get a lot of action. I think the Ravens as a whole, they're going to struggle.
Yeah,
they're going to struggle.
This is going to be a close one, I think. You know what's cool about having it on our phone is I don't have to remember whether or not I took a picture.
No, we can go to our app on the Yahoo app here.
Not a sponsor.
I was gonna say not a sponsor. It sounds like one right now. To our pick'ems, and we got it all there. So breakers, busts, we're all done with that.
I didn't do my bust, asshole.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
I got Cam Newton as the bust of the week.
Okay, so here we go, contrasting again. We did this the other week too, didn't we?
It's a game, fellas. It's a game.
This guy just wants to fuck me.
Yeah, he didn't even.
Cam Newton, huh? You think he's gonna just underperform?
Going against the Jets.
Cough the ball up at the final drive.
I'm all in on Mike's theory, even though I didn't pick the Jets this week.
Then you're not all in.
That's right. He wasn't bold enough.
You're like partially in. You got like a foot in the door.
Yeah. Okay. So.
But I do have Patriots 21-20.
Okay.
Let's move on to our predictions.
Whoa! Football! Well, we already picked that game. Niners, Packers. Who did you guys pick? Obviously, everybody in there.
I had the Packers. Yeah. That's right. I'm not fucking crazy. We move on. Atlanta Falcons versus the Broncos. Let me get a bigger screen here. I guess I have to do one of these numbers and then that and then that. Hey, look at that, boys. Falcons and Broncos, because it's out of order from where the Lions has it. Whatever. We're looking at Falcons are 4-point favorites right now.
You've got all that on the top screen.
You're absolutely right. Hey, guess what? The lines. I don't need you, unless I need the. I'll just use it for the over-under.
Yeah.
Bingo. Okay. Excellent. So let me do this. Hold on. On the fly, boys.
They should give you the over/under on here too.
That's
on the fly.
That's what I'm saying. If you go to group,
okay,
and look at everybody's pick.
So Atlanta 4-point favorites taking on Denver. Is this okay? This is in Atlanta. That explains it. Yeah, boys. I don't see it. I just don't see it.
What?
I don't see Atlanta winning here. I see them folding the same way my team, Atlanta West,
Well, see, that's where you're
folded.
wrong, Mike. That's where Atlanta is going to ball out. Julio is going to have a monster game. Could have even put him as a breaker.
I've got the Broncos winning. I think the Falcons are going to choke the same way that the Chargers did.
I got Atlanta.
Yeah.
So Mike and my lovely girlfriend have gone Broncos.
Yeah. Insane.
Much as I hate it, had to do it. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely going to be.
In fact, this is a rough week for me. I've picked all 3 of my divisional rivals to win this week.
No hope.
Which stings extra a few games down the line here. Yeah, I don't know. I watched my team collapse in epic fashion. This is now the other team in the NFL that's known for epic collapses. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like fucking Super Bowl. What Super Bowl was that? 28. Where they fucking lost. No, not 28.
Wait, are we talking about the Falcons blowing the lead to the Patriots?
No, to the Broncos. The Broncos blew them the fuck out.
In 97?
Super Bowl 34, right? No. Super Bowl fucking 33. Yeah. Yeah, the Broncos beat the Falcons. And what's sad about that is the Falcons head coach, Dan Reeves, he was the coach of the Broncos in the 80s that lost all those Super Bowl teams. So he gets to see the Broncos win but beat his team. Sad. It's going to be one of them. It's going to
it's not.
It's
great
gonna
theory.
No, I'm sorry. I can't evade the choking culture in my head.
Yeah, no, there's definitely
the Falcons, they're going to be blessed with a wonderful draft pick this year. They've already got their coach cut, which, I mean, they're further in the process than we are right now.
Way further in the process. You guys aren't even in the process yet, really.
We need to get rid of Gus Bradley and Anthony Lynn, and then we'll be in the process. But, especially Gus Bradley. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Over under 50. I take the over.
I will take the over on that.
You figure Chargers Broncos combined for 61. I
see the Falcons definitely scoring a lot. Broncos, they have the potential there too, so yeah.
Okay. Seattle, Buffalo. Seattle is 3-point favorites in this game. I think we know.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Yeah. I love Buffalo, but I can't pick against the Seahawks here.
Especially when you got some key defensive players showing up this week. Based on what we saw last week with our defense playing, if we can keep that rolling, Bills are in danger this week.
Yeah.
We have everybody in the picking Seattle, except for Sam.
What do you tell her to pick the opposite
No,
so you
I
guys
didn't.
can win the money?
I'm pissed she didn't pick the Hawks.
Over under 54.5 here.
I'll go under.
Over.
I'll take the over.
Yeah.
These are 2 high octane offenses.
It's not supposed to snow in Buffalo.
Both defenses are going to be made to look pretty foolish, I think. Okay, moving on. Tennessee, Chicago. Tennessee 6.5-point favorites over the Bears, and I have the Titans.
Yeah,
here.
I like the Titans right now. Chicago, I'm not sold on yet. I'm really not sold on them at all.
Skyler, who you got?
Tennessee.
Yeah. Tennessee's.
I was looking up the weather.
The Bears' defense is going to be interesting to watch here, but Tennessee just has that shit put together on offense. However, their defense is what I need to be paying attention to. We need to see if Desmond King provides the help that they need in the secondary, and also if shedding Vic Beasley helps them out by virtue of addition via subtraction. It's going to be they're going to be an interesting team to watch as they kind of try to get some momentum going and rolling into the second half of the season. But the Bears, Nick Foles is better than Mitch Trubisky, but I don't feel good about him.
Not by a whole lot, but there's been talks about putting Trubisky back in there.
Outside of Allen Robinson,
I don't think that's a problem though.
And every once in a while, the second receiver whose name escapes me right now, I just don't feel very good about their offense at all.
Well, who do they got at running back right now?
David Montgomery, who I have never been sold on.
Yeah, it's just
they're missing Tariq Cohen.
They're missing some key guys on offense there. Nick Foles isn't going to carry them that far. He'll do what he can, but yeah.
I need to know this guy's name. Darnell Mooney, who I've seen come up and make some good plays here and there. He's solid too for them. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're all Titans.
So over under on this boy is 47, and I'll take the under.
I'll take the over.
I'm thinking over too.
Okay.
I think Titans can kind of run it up.
Moving on, Baltimore, Indianapolis. Baltimore only favored by 1 here, and I have Baltimore here.
Incoming upset of the week.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I do have the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts. Yeah. I like their defense. Their defense is.
Did you say upset?
Upset of the week.
Holy shit.
Upset of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Colts are going to do it. The Ravens, they played some decent teams, a couple decent teams, but I don't think they've quite played a defense like this besides the Chiefs and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And what happened there? What happened there? They lost to the Chiefs, and they barely and they lost to Pittsburgh.
Well, they got battered by the Chiefs, and they narrowly lost to Pittsburgh.
And so here we go. Another really great defense in the league. Let's see. I think the Colts can do it, and the Colts' offense isn't that bad either. So.
On paper, I have a hard time seeing Baltimore losing this one, but if they do, it's going to be because Indianapolis' defense is as good as advertised.
100% going to be because of the defense if this happens.
If the defense can buy Rivers some time to cook and figure it out, the Colts could easily win this thing. Yeah, but this is going to be Lamar's first true test.
Yep.
No Ronnie Stanley there to help block his blind side. It's just going to be...
It's not an ideal matchup.
Right. It's going to be... This could be hell for Lamar, or this could be where we see him kind of...
Rise above the...
and change the culture of what everybody is saying right now, and show why he was MVP last year. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be interesting. Over-under on this, boys, 48, and I take the under.
I'll take the under.
Any game with the Colts defense involved, I take the under.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Do you even have to put it up on the board?
Kansas City, Carolina. The Chiefs. This is at Arrowhead. They're 10.5-point favorites. Believe it or not, I almost wanted to go upset on this just because I love Teddy Bridgewater, but I can't do it. The Chiefs' offense is flawless.
You'd be a fool.
Their offense is flawless. That the secondary is better than you'd expect. The pass rush tandem of Frank Clark and Chris Jones, especially Chris Jones, is incredible. I'm sorry.
Our Super Bowl team is not losing to
I've been saying
the
this.
Panthers.
I've been saying this all season. Teddy Bridgewater is the most underrated quarterback in the NFL, and I stand by that. He's tremendous. He would get a Pro Bowl vote from me, but no, they're not going to beat the Chiefs. It's not how it goes for me.
Pro Bowl though.
From me, I didn't say from you.
I know.
Remember, I'm the asshole who before the season said Tyrod Taylor was going to have a Pro Bowl season.
That's right.
Yeah.
Probably don't listen to this one.
Remember, asshole, right here. Hey.
It could have happened had his
lung not been punctured.
Crooked ass doctor that they have.
Yeah, where's the lawsuit? I'm waiting for it.
I can't hear you over how good been promising my rookie quarterback is.
Okay, I'll give you that.
52.5 over under. I'll take the over. I think both teams will put points on the board.
Yeah, I'll take the over on that.
All right. So, Detroit, Minnesota.
Straight up.
Is this really just a push? It makes sense to me in my head. I'm seeing Vikings favored 4.5.
Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings. Just the way Dalvin Cook's been playing.
I picked the Vikings as well.
The only thing they're lacking is that defensive game there. But
I think I wanted to go Lions initially, and then I went Vikings just because Dalvin Cook fucking ate all game last week.
But do not be surprised.
On Green Bay,
do not be surprised if Detroit can take this one. This was one of the harder picks for me.
This was a hard one for me too because Detroit's one of those teams where they're going to pull weird victories out.
Here's the thing though, Stafford's out on COVID.
Okay, Minnesota all the fucking way.
If he tests negative by Friday,
they need 2
by today.
I believe they need 2 consecutive negative tests.
Yeah.
But if I look
if he tests negative before Sunday, he could still play, but it's very unlikely.
I don't even know who their backup is.
Chase Daniel.
Yeah, so if Stafford doesn't play, there's no chance.
He's still floating around.
Stafford tests negative for COVID-19 again. Matt Patricia, mom on plans for Saturday. So we don't know yet.
So he could possibly play.
He could, but Matt Patricia's not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Patricia knows he's not long for the coaching world. So we expect him to keep whatever he has very close to the vest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got the Vikings in there. Over under on this one, 50.5.
Down under. Actually,
No, I'll take the over.
I'll take under. Actually, no.
I'll take the over. With the weapons both teams.
Dalvin?
Although maybe not, because if they're out Stafford,
Yes.
that's worse because Kenny Galladay's out too.
Yeah, and then
So no, give me the under for sure. I think the Vikings could blow this team out. Actually,
I'm going over. Dalvin Cook's going to run train.
yeah, Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, even Kyle Rudolph could possibly eat in this game. Yeah, could be interesting. Washington favored 2 points over the Giants. I've got the good old football team here.
I got the football team.
give me another upset of the week here. I'm doubling down with the Giants
New
taking
York
this one.
Football Giants.
The New York Football Giants.
I don't think I've picked the Giants to win a game yet.
I did. This will be like the third time this year I
I
picked
know,
them,
'cause
and
you're
I was
fucking-
wrong every time.
You're a psycho.
But this is the one where I'm right.
You're insane. You know
No,
you know the definition of
Come on,
insanity,
come on.
Brady.
You guys saw it. Daniel
I will
Jones is starting to at least somewhat. I know he still has problems turning the ball over, but you're starting to see some life.
He made one good decision
Listen.
in that game.
No.
Listen.
You're starting to see some life out of these other receivers that he's throwing to. Too.
This team gets they suck, but they play better every week.
yes,
Daniel Jones is still not the answer at quarterback.
he's not. But I'm liking the fight out of more of these receivers.
I'm telling you now, if they move off of Jones to another young kid, or maybe even a top tier free agent, they would look as smart as Arizona did for moving off of Rosen. I'm telling you.
And
now.
the reason I'm picking the Giants too is because they're playing a shitty team too. So it's really one of those games where it could go either way.
It is. It
So,
really is.
I don't really like Washington. I don't like what they've been doing at all.
Because you're a fucking hater.
Yeah, I'm not a hater. I'm just
You're a
saying.
fucking
I'm
hater, dude.
just being true, man.
You're a big time hater, right? Big time hater. Right
I'm
here,
seeing more
boys.
improvements out of New York than I am out of Washington. So
Yeah, you would.
that's where I stand.
That sounds like a closeted Giants fan if I've ever heard one.
I am not a Giants fan by any means. Didn't even like Eli.
Yeah, I fucking hated Eli. You know why.
Oh, I know exactly why. I think everybody knows why. who
Over
watches this show.
under, Eli sucks, man. Over under 42.5.
Under.
That's criminally low, dude.
How many Super Bowls does Rivers have?
Give me the over. Give me the over. I love the money pit. That is my answer to that question. No, that was it's a Family Guy reference like one person will get. Moving on, Houston 7-point favorites over Jacksonville, and
H-Town, what up?
I got Deshaun Watson eating big.
Yeah, I mean that's your breaker, so
Yeah.
I got Houston.
yeah.
But Terry has an upset.
Oh, he's got
The
Jackson.
Biff.
Oh god.
Fucking Biff.
But this
dude.
is one of those weeks where Terry's either on or he's off, and I feel like he's off this week.
Terry's always on or off. It's boom or bust. But when it's boom, it's boom. And then to Adam, it's fucking demoralizing.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry,
He's
Adam.
about to fight this old man in the parking lot after work.
Adam, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry, but holy shit, I had such when I heard you say that, I had such a hearty laugh at your expense. It wasn't even funny because Terry is the nicest old soul I've ever met in my life.
So you think, but really he's this diabolical old man knows exactly what he's doing.
Like we said
He's
last
stirring
week,
the pot.
if he has the almanac from Back to the Future 2, this is the best timeline.
Yeah, no
This
shit,
is the
right?
nicest guy who could have had that fall into his hands.
He wins once every 2 weeks.
He pays the people running the shit. Like
He makes it act like it's just all an
Jeez.
accident.
It's so funny. So we got Houston in that. Over under on this bad boy, 50.5. Go ahead and give me the over. I think
Over.
both teams will
Yeah, I would
score
say the
a lot.
over.
Then Jacksonville's defense is in shambles, and Houston's defense is old. Let's see. Vegas, 1-point favorites over the Chargers, and I fucking I will not do it, man. I will not sit and watch my team build up a 16 to 20 something point lead and get all hyped up and fucking jazzed and then watch them piss in my mouth.
This guy at
I'm
work
not
on
doing
Sunday,
it. I'm not doing it.
I don't think I've ever seen Mike. Mike is such a gentle, kind person. I don't think I've ever seen him so fucking mad.
I almost cried.
We were watching the game. Me and Mike were watching the final moments on his phone there in the aisle. And we watching that go, no.
I was watching the Hawks game, and I looked down at the bottom, and the Chargers had led all day, and I see
me and Mike watched this together,
final.
and I feel like if I know my heart sank into my stomach, I know it was probably into Mike's out of his asshole.
I was
at that point.
raging. Like,
then all I hear is walking down towards your area. All I hear is a big old fuck.
Well, then I came around the corner and just looked at him.
I was like, yeah, I can't blame you, buddy. Yeah, cannot blame you.
If you've ever watched EDP 445, you know that guy gets really passionate about any time the Eagles do anything remotely wrong, and he's screaming and cursing. That's me in my head, like every EDP 445 rage video going off all at once, because I couldn't believe that we dropped another double-digit lead that way
against a rivalry like that.
We drop double-digit leads when we win games.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, dude. I'm
like the
I'm
opposite
over it.
of the Seahawks.
I want Gus Bradley gone. I want Anthony Lynn gone. I want a fucking winner in there. I'm so tired of Gus Bradley, who's been coasting, by the way, on the Legion of Boom's coattails for the last 8 fucking years with his prevent defense. Fuck you, man. There's a reason you flamed out in Jacksonville, and you fucking deserved it. Fuck you.
Yep. There you go, buddy. There you go.
You're a piece of shit, and if you ever get another job again, you'll be like the Mike Nolans of the world, defensive fucking dinosaurs. Fuck you.
All right, I love it.
Wouldn't know shit from Apple Butter about coaching a defense in the fourth quarter, you piece of shit.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. I completely agree.
Cam Norton's the same way. We get in the fourth quarter and we fucking don't pressure anything.
Yeah.
Who you guys got?
Raiders.
We got Raiders.
Yeah, because you're smart.
Yeah. Because I'm not buying into the Charger bullshit
no,
anymore.
neither am I. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck Gus Bradley, dude.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right.
Under?
Oh, wait a minute. I picked the Chargers.
Oh, did you?
Oh, no.
This guy's...
no.
Ooh. I mean,
what's sad is if we win now, I'm going to be upset.
We're split 50-50 on the pick 'em. Half of us pick Chargers, half of them pick Raiders.
He's trying... I don't know. Yeah. I hope you can just hang on to the lead there. That's really what it comes down to.
I predict Justin Herbert's going to have a tremendous game.
I'm sure he will, just like he does every game.
We're going to go up by 2 scores, and as soon as we go up by 2 scores, I know that's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, over-under for this game, like I give a shit. 51.5, slam the over.
Yeah, I would say over, but...
Both teams will put points up, guaranteed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the Raiders will come out with the V on this one. Okay, moving on. Pittsburgh, Dallas.
Wow.
Pittsburgh is 14.5 favorites over potentially Ben DiNucci's Cowboys. But
What's up with freaking Dalton, dude?
Here's the thing. I've heard rumors now that Ben DiNucci might not even be starting. I heard they were talking about...
Jerry Jones is pissed.
I heard they're going to talk about maybe taking Cooper Rush from their practice squad and just throwing him out there.
Somebody please tell me.
Couldn't hurt.
So did Andy Dalton get brain damage, or I thought he just had a concussion?
Andy Dalton's had brain damage for years.
Like what?
All
this
those
is the
years
longest I've seen
up
anybody out
Carolina,
with a concussion. What happened to this dude? How is he not going to play this week?
The Cowboys subreddit makes me sad to look at.
They got DiNucci at their subreddit on a banner.
Let me see about this.
What's up with that,
buddy? Yeah, they're fucking sad.
You guys are cringe.
This is a quiet subreddit.
Sign Dez and
as
run
it
the
should be.
Sign Dez.
What did they have to tell? What did it say?
Sign Dez and run the Wildcat.
You guys are fucked.
This is sad.
Well, I mean, when it's quiet because there's nothing to talk about. The only thing to talk about is how bad your fucking team is, and they're not going to do that.
I wonder if Jerry's reached out to Brett Favre.
Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ.
Opportunity awaits Garrett Gilbert, Cooper Rush as Cowboys. Oh man, it's either going to be, Garrett Gilbert, and Cooper Rush this week.
All right, pick him up on the wire, boys.
Holy shit, pick him up on the wire.
What the fuck?
Cooper Rush is a ginger, too. They're going to go through 2 ginger quarterbacks on this squad, dude. More gingers per capita than any other NFL team.
We them boys.
Jeez Louise. That's a mess. I don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
No, dude.
Steelers.
Disgusting.
Are they playing in Dallas? They're playing in Dallas.
That would be awesome.
They're playing in Dallas, and the Steelers are still favored by 14.
Jesus. Means at home they'd be favored by, what, 17?
Yeah,
Fuck,
dude. So it goes without saying, you pick the Steelers over under 42.
I'm going to go over.
I'm going to smash that over because they're going to get their asses freaking creamed, dude.
43-3.
What was the score for Philly?
23
to 9?
No. That game was bad.
I'm taking the under. No fucking way. Unless one of these two guys becomes the next fucking Kurt Warner, I'm taking the under. No thanks. I want no piece of this one.
I think the Steelers are going to roll everything out and more, so...
I think the Steelers get 43. I think the Steelers smash the over by themselves.
They could definitely get up to 40.
Now we've got probably the most fun.
I think that is actually who I have scoring the most points. No, it's not.
So we have probably the most fun game coming up, Arizona-Miami.
Yes, I'm excited for this one.
I think, narrowly, I have Arizona here.
I do have the Cards. I like them. That offense is electric.
Now let me ask a question. If we knew for sure Fitzpatrick was starting, would you guys have gone Miami?
It would have swayed my opinion.
Yeah.
It would have.
Because I feel like I would have gone Miami if I knew Fitz was starting.
And I might have to, because here's the thing. I have all the belief that Miami has a better defense here.
The way that, I mean, yeah, we beat Miami this year.
But not by a lot.
But the way they've dismantled the rest of the NFC West.
Here's the thing. If Fitzpatrick was playing this week, it would have swayed my opinion on this game. Could have changed, actually, my pick. Because the Dolphins right now, their defense is legit. It's great.
Was our game close? I don't think I watched it because it was 10 a.m. fucking
Hold
game.
on. I still do not know what Tua is capable of. I don't know what direction he's going to put this team in. I don't know that. Now with Fitzpatrick, I do. And from what I've seen, every week he's gotten better. So I might have picked the Dolphins if it's
I feel like
Patrick was playing.
Especially with no Chandler Jones.
I don't know with Tua.
Like, the secondary is still going to be balling, but no Chandler Jones means less pressure. Mm-hmm. I feel way more. I feel like it would have been maybe a coin flip for me. But being that we don't know anything really about what Tua is capable of, especially against a pretty hot secondary. I mean, Jalen Ramsey's hot, but that defense was doing the work. I can't expect a duplicate performance every time. I can't. I got to go with Kyler.
Oh, yeah. Kyler, you got to go with Hopkins.
Kyler and Hopkins, they're playing so good right now.
Kyler's not going to cough the ball up like Goff did.
Right.
Oh, no, he doesn't do
Kyler's
that.
not going to throw stupid interceptions.
Right.
No.
Man, I got to do it. Arizona.
Yeah, we got the Cards.
Over under 49.5. I take the over.
The over, dude.
Both teams.
Whenever you're... Yeah.
Both teams could score 30, I think. Saints Buccaneers.
This is
I cannot wait for that matchup.
This is America's game.
Buccaneers are favored by 4.5 points, and I've got them.
And I've got them too. I've got Tampa Bay. Skyler.
I don't remember what I picked. Hold on.
Skyler, I
picked New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Well, wow. I mean, see, that's not even the bad pick either, because, like I said, Michael Thomas, I think, is making a return this week.
But let's just stop and talk about how exciting this game is.
This was the rematch from earlier this year.
You got Drew Brees, one touchdown behind Tom Brady. They're going to go back and forth all fucking night for that
and
record.
not to mention the rematch. Not to mention the rematch from earlier this year, where Brees and the Saints edged them a little bit there.
I think we can expect. Okay, now
this is the revenge game for Tom Brady, and he's going to light them up.
If it's between the two quarterbacks for the record, combined, both teams combined, over under 150 rushing yards.
Over under 150 rushing yards?
Yeah.
Over.
I'm going to say...
You think so? With two quarterbacks going for a passing TD record?
I'm going to go...
They're still trying to win the game, though.
Look at. I'm going to go under based on the fact that I feel like Kamara's used more as a wide receiver.
Well, here's the thing, too. Kamara, you could see him limited this week as not as much volume. If Michael Thomas comes back, you are not going to see a whole lot of. Not saying you're not going to see a whole lot of him, but you're going to see less. You're going to see less of him than you have.
But that's going to take shine off of Kamara,
which is fine.
Maybe, I'm just saying maybe not though, because you got to think Thomas immediately has to draw at 1 to 2 guys. This is where Kamara was burning people more than usual last year,
or it could be a higher volume for
and
Kamara.
Earlier this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Kamara.
But I just think it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be less. It's going to be less touches, maybe even less targets.
Let me look here. Hold on.
For Kamara, I think they're going to play it well.
Regardless, I think this is Tampa's game for sure.
I think it's barely Tampa's.
The Saints The Saints beat them week 1, correct?
No,
yes.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying this is Tom Brady's revenge game, and it's going to happen. He's going to win. Now he's not going to win by a lot. I have it 30-31 Tampa. That's what I have it.
So when did Thomas go out?
What do I have this game?
After fucking week 1.
He's been out since week 1.
Well, and he came back for a game like week 4. And then he hasn't seen the field since. He's only played 2 games. Well, a game and a half.
He was gonna come back for the Chargers game, but he got suspended for getting into an altercation.
And then he got hurt again.
Yep. I have Buccaneers winning 41-34. Okay. I think this is going to be a duel, like he said.
I did. Like I said, I have it 30-31. I think it's going to come down to the last play.
Let me get back to.
I think this could go to OT at 34 and then it's one go ahead.
I think it goes to OT.
I should have made that 40-34, but whatever.
Wow, I'm an idiot. I thought I picked the Buccaneers. I have Buccaneers 25, Saints 24.
I mean,
you're silly.
It could, you don't know. It could happen.
Back off. It's the first week online, all right?
Yeah.
Moving on. We've got the Monday night. Oh, wait. First of all, over under 50.5.
Oh, we're going to smash that over.
Before we get into the Mike's fucking Alex Jones conspiracy theory hour.
Yeah, let's go, InfoWars.
We've got the New England Patriots.
Hey, before we do that, let's do our who scores the most, who scores the least this week.
Okay, we can do that real quick.
Okay, yeah, because I could go down a rabbit hole here.
All right, who's got the most?
Pittsburgh.
Tampa.
I got Kansas City.
Okay, wow. Ooh, different.
Okay, who's got the least?
Dallas.
All right, consensus there. All right, now let's get into the Monday night and Mike's conspiracy theory.
Mike's conspiracy theory. Do I have a sound, like a funnier sound for this right now? Probably not. Yeah. Why don't we?
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
So, this is how I feel about picking the fucking Jets. First of all, let me blow the dust off of this button here because I didn't think I'd ever be clicking it. There we go.
You better blow that up. That's too small.
Hold on, let me do one of these.
Blow the smoke out of your eyes, man. This ain't happening.
Let me do one of these.
Wow. Is that the first one of the season?
That is the first time any of us has picked the Jets this year.
Well, I know there's only one person doing it.
It's going to hide my shame. Because... Just to hide my shame. You guys can't see the stupid look on my face at home.
Here's the thing. I get your...
No, so hold on. Before we do that, let me kind of do the buttons here. Okay. So basically, I've got the Jets winning this thing because Bill Belichick knows Cam Newton is not the guy that's going to save the Patriots season. He's going to try to make it as rosy as possible and make Cam look as good as possible on good faith. But he's already had it made up in his mind. He's going to tank this season away. He's going to get the best young quarterback to come up this season in Trevor Lawrence, and he will be the system guy till Belichick calls it a career. Belichick's going to be on a fucking respirator at age 90-something, and then he'll be done, and Trevor Lawrence will be like a 3-4-time Super Bowl winner. But it all starts with tanking. They're 2 games ahead of the Jets right now, and that means they need the Jets to win at least 2 games And it all starts right here, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the Jets here, and then they play them later in the season. And we're going to see a loss in such a convincing fashion. It's going to be the beginning of the New England tank job, tanking for Trevor, and the Jets will get Fields or Lance or whatever, and then they'll still suck.
Would it not be the best thing ever if this game is 10-10 with 4 seconds left, and the Jets sorry, it's the Patriots are up by 1. And they just let the Jets drive down for a 20-yard field goal to end the game, and the Jets miss the field goal. They're like, wait a minute, I know what this guy's doing.
Dude, this is going to be convincing. We're
going to lose. What movie is this? What movie is this? This is a movie. He's almost falling out of his chair.
He's going to fall.
No, this is a movie. It's like, what is it, man? It's a sports movie.
I know what you're talking about.
And somebody, they're trying to loot. It's like the Bad News Bears or something. What is it?
No. They're trying to...
It's a movie. Anyway, I get what you're saying. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, my God.
That would be so fun.
It's like South Park, that baseball episode
Yes,
of South Park.
It's that.
Yeah.
It's not a movie. They don't want to go to the World Series because they're fucking sick of baseball.
And the parents fighting and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is America.
This was America. So this is the thing. Last week, and I saw it. I really analyzed that loss, that last minute loss against Buffalo. I'm sorry, dude. A fucking fumble in the end zone when you're about to win the game. Come on, dude. That is oh no.
I mean, he got it punched out of there, dude.
I know, but that is the perfect draw for sympathy I've ever seen in my life. Oh man, Cam, you got to really feel bad for Cam. God, he fucking put the team on his back. It just didn't happen right. Oh, right at the end, they had the win. Dude, come on. That was just because you know what's happening. Now, here's the thing. Belichick, this is his first time ever he's had to tank. Think about it. We're just seeing him warm up and figure out his groove. He's going to do this the same way he did the coaching gig for the last 20 years. He's going to tank better than anybody else.
Here's the thing, man.
If he can lose to the Jets, mark my word, he's doing it better than anybody we've ever seen before.
The thing, they cannot lose. They're not going to lose. They can't lose to the Jets.
They will lose to the Jets.
That's the whole problem here. They can't.
15-12.
They can't lose to the
15-12.
It would be so obvious. It would be so blatantly obvious.
Field goal battle.
The Jets.
Field goal battle. Patriots have no weapons on offense. Edelman's on IR, I think. It will be a field goal battle.
I highly doubt it, man. I do not see that happening. It's going to be. I honestly, like I said, Cam's the breaker this week, and I think they're going to run it up on the Jets like every other team has ran it up on the Jets.
How many fumbles do you think Cam Newton has in his career?
I don't know. That's a random
stat.
No.
Less than Daniel Jones. Less than Daniel Jones.
No, way less than Daniel Jones. It's just like...
Over under 20.
Under?
Just over.
27.
Okay, that's not as much as that's a little more than Daniel Jones.
So your theory is kind of getting debunked if you're fucking saying that.
I didn't think he fumbled the ball that much either, but that's
dude.
So really, that doesn't kind of tightens that up for your little theory there, buddy.
I'm telling you right now,
it's not like it's a phenomenon that he fumbles the ball.
Belichick
sounds like
it's
something consistently.
Belichick is gonna no, dude. Consistent would
somewhat
be,
consistently.
Listen to me, man. Cam Newton has been playing since 2011. Consistent is Daniel Jones coughing up the ball 23 times in not even 2 seasons.
Okay, got me there. Let me rephrase this. It's not that weird that he would cough the ball up, especially when he's a quarterback running the ball down there with all these defenders surrounding him. That's not like it was like oopsie daisies.
Don't do that.
They need to treat Daniel Jones like Petey from Remember the Titans.
Hold that ball, Petey!
Damn it! You're gonna blow my speakers out.
Hold on to that ball.
You guys are ridiculous. Here's the thing.
Meme of that face on Daniel Jones there.
Here's the thing. Belichick is sitting here going, fuck it. Listen, Cam's going to play his hardest. Belichick is probably telling his team, listen, fucking stop. All right? He's probably training them on how to lose convincingly more than he is looking up game film.
That's not how they do it,
No,
though.
I'm telling you right now.
That's not how teams
He's
tank.
looking at the tools he has, and he knows, fuck, I don't have this, I don't have that. Even if we somehow limp into the 7th, there's no fucking way we beat Kansas City. There's no fucking way we beat Pittsburgh.
Okay, if this is true that they're going to tank, think of it this way.
I'm telling you
Belichick's
now.
smarter than that. He's not even going to tell his players this. What is he going to do
dude.
is he's going to tell his coaches, his offensive coordinators, draw up this play to do this,
telling,
knowing that it's going to fail.
He's telling
he's
Cam
not
Newton.
Tell his players to
he's
not
telling
do it.
Cam Newton, listen, I will put in the best fucking word for you, knowing that this is his 1 year in New England. So Cam can get a job next year because he knows, he's like, hey, you get me Trevor Lawrence, you fucking cooperate, and we get Trevor Lawrence, I will put in the best fucking word for you.
Because Cam's the kind of...
Hey, I agree.
No. Because Cam is the type of guy, hearing that would be like, fuck you, I'm going to ball out. Cam ain't going to listen to this motherfucker.
If they offer him some stock
And here's the
options,
thing.
man. They offer him some stock options, man.
I don't think it's going to go that direction, though. I don't think it's going to be Belichick telling his players. It's going to be Belichick sabotaging the play. He's going to be telling his offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, hey, do this, run that.
All Belichick has to do is buy
to where knowing it's going to fail, and they're not going to...
off-the-wall clothes, and he'll be like, yeah, I'll lose for you.
You guys are crazy,
You're going to buy me some more lady shirts?
Yay! You guys want to get Jesse Ventura in here a little bit? Like, come on, man.
No, we don't want to get Jesse Ventura in here. You couldn't handle Jesse Ventura being in here. Yeah, that's right. You couldn't handle it. You never fought in the war, so you wouldn't know.
You fought in the war?
I once fought Bob Backlund to a 45-minute draw in Madison Square Garden.
What the fuck? Yeah. No, it's not... I mean,
yeah, you weren't in the Twin Towers, so you wouldn't know, buddy.
You weren't there. You didn't see what happened.
He got into a fight. I've listened to a lot of Opie Anthony. He got into a fight with Jim Norton like 10 years ago. And Jim Norton's like, dude, no, blah, blah, blah. And then he's just like, okay, bye. I'm out of here. And then he's like, yeah, okay, bye, stupid. Like Jim Norton just shitting on him.
I mean, interesting conspiracy theory there, guys. Mike, it's just...
let me tell you, Bill Belichick, he's tanking for it this time. He's going to go for it. He's tanking better than anybody else. The fix is in.
Okay, no, here, I can see them somewhat trying to take...
I was the governor of Minnesota.
I just, I don't...
I'm related to Kevin Bacon.
I don't think it goes as far as losing to the Jets this week, though. It just doesn't happen. You can't, that's way too...
Oh, you're going to tell me that that's jumping the shark, then?
That's a pride thing, too. That's a pride thing, losing to the Jets. Yeah, you don't.
No,
do
you
that.
win 6 Super Bowls and then you draft the guy that's going to enable you to win 6 more. I don't really think one season matters.
But now that we talk about
You
it,
can't lose to the Jets.
I see
man.
the Jets being like, "Oh no, fuck this guy." Fuck.
Joe Flacco
Dude,
was a
this is
former Super Bowl
this-
winning quarterback.
I mean, it's actually kind of funny because this could be like that South Park episode. This could be like
Just both
the team
teams trying to
struggle.
tank.
and
We
and
get
then
a 0-0 tie.
It gets so obvious that it's like hilarious.
This is going to be Joe Flacco's last good game.
That would be the death of Monday Night Football if we get a 0-0 tie.
No, isn't Darnold playing this week?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
It doesn't
Flacco's
matter.
playing.
It doesn't matter. They're winning regardless. It doesn't matter what quarterback they throw in there. Belichick is taking this game.
Bro, I will eat my sock if the Jets win.
Okay. Then
I will eat my
You heard
fucking
it right
sock.
here. You heard it right here.
I'll do it
We
live.
will have it on video.
I will do it on the live show. I will
host-
eat my fucking sock.
No sauce.
Then fucking bring your appetite, bud.
Well,
Bring your fucking appetite. All
We're
right.
eating it raw too. We're not frying that bitch up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not ruining one of my pans. So, with that being said, I think this is the end for the show this week.
some Old Bay.
And everybody,
Some Old
with
Bay.
the state of the world right now, everybody
Give me
needs,
that.
Everybody needs to go watch Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So,
Watched it the other day. Just
so we're gonna I think we're gonna get out of here. This has been a wonderful Friday. I'm actually going to upload the show today and not 2 days before we do next week's show. Yeah, because I'm fucking stupid. And I might actually do a Monday show. I don't know, man.
We love it. Proactive Mike.
I got a new bed. I got a new bed, and I got the best sleep I've ever had in my life. Like, I feel like that episode of Malcolm in the Middle where Malcolm and Dewey are walking home and the mattress just falls out of the sky. And they just look at it, and they're like, no springs, no duct tape,
Yeah.
no, and then they like sleep on it so much that they miss out on shit that they planned. And then Dewey's like, Malcolm, we gotta get rid of the mattress. We're sleeping our lives away. Like, that was me. So we should be back on it. But until next time.
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
We'll catch you next time. Thank you for hanging with us.
Peace out.
And I gotta stop streaming.